Hello everyone, this is Michelle from Gypsy Insights. Welcome to your guided spiritual messages for the month ahead, May 2019. Whether you're watching on YouTube or listening via podcast, welcome to my channel. Let's get started with your reading. Gemini, let's start with your oracle cards. Firstly, from the Moon Oracle, you've pulled the card of the Egg Moon, and this is the card representing trust. It's really self-trust, and I feel like it has a Fool card energy of traditional tarot, and by that I mean new beginnings, new plans and new hope for the future. And I do feel that you're trusting in the unknown. Gemini, it seems to me that you have made a choice, a decision to trust in yourself, your wisdom, and start a new journey here, a new beginning. Now around you, from the Oracle of the Dragonfae, we have the card of the Moon Dragonfae Guardian of protection and safety. The card speaks about being born innocent. Now, funnily enough, it's an interesting kind of energy that I feel around this, and it's not going to be for everyone, Gemini. I just need to throw that out there right away. This may be you, it may be someone around you. It could have even been someone that you've dealt with, a family member, someone like that. But I do feel there has been an innocence around this person, maybe even a little bit of, I get it as a sexual oppression, a restriction, if you will, when it comes to sexuality. But I do feel that the energy around this is one of gaining freedom. And especially with this card of trust here, I feel like you're trusting, and there's some kind of opening up here, freedom as it relates to a sensual experience. So anyway, this is what I'm getting, Gemini. So let's see where this goes. We'll leave this as the overall energy, and let's get started with your reading. I'll be using the Beautiful Creatures Tarot, and for the benefit of the people listening on the podcast, I will be explaining the positions of the cards as we go along. Let's get started. We'll start with the past, Gemini, present energy, the near future, your advice or your best path to follow, what's happening around you that's affecting you, hopes and fears, and the outcome. And we'll also take a look right in the center, the overall energy, or what this reading is about. So Gemini, let's take a look. Right in the center of this reading we have the Moon. Concealment. It's situational, this concealment. I do feel that there's a lot of things here that you're unaware of. Secrets. So when it comes to trust, I feel, Gemini, that you're trusting blindly, but around you, regarding this situation, there are things that are concealed with that Moon energy. Gemini, in the past, we have the Ten of Cups in reverse, so a lack of contentment in a family situation. You may be married. You may have been in a long-term relationship, but I feel it was unhappy. Disconnect and a lot of discord when it came to your emotional fulfillment. This may be this sexual oppression as well that I pick up regarding perhaps this partner that you were in a long-term relationship with. You may have been married for a long time and feel like that side of yourself was oppressed. The current energy is the Knight of Cups. It's in reverse. So I do feel that there has been someone making advances towards you, but because it's in the reverse, I do feel that there's a flaky kind of energy towards you, towards this situation, making an offer. So it's very much a fantasy, illusion, but not a lot to back it up in terms of reality. I get the Moon card with the Knight of Cups in reverse is very much a illusion, something that appears a certain way. But isn't really as it seems. Let's take a look at the near future. Again, we've got the Seven of Cups. It's in reverse. Now, the card speaks of delusion. Coming out of delusion in this case. So it seems to me like there's been a lot of fantastical thinking around a certain situation. Someone around you that I feel you thought was interested in you for a possible love relationship, a connection, emotional connection. Look at all these cups cards. They're all in the reverse. So it seems to me that this past situation, Gemini, of the Ten of Cups in reverse, has kind of clouded your judgment when it came to this other person that's has been showing you empathy. And in the near future, I have you coming out of this delusion and starting to see the reality. Let's take a look at your advice or your best path to follow. We have the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant speaks of morals. It's also the card of institutions, teaching as well. So what I get around this is the need to act traditionally, to uphold moral standards, ethics. Morals and ethics. So immediately I get the sense, Gemini, that you may have put your trust in a situation, but I feel that your vision or the judgment that you had around this situation was clouded by illusion. You weren't seeing things. You didn't know all that you needed to know as well. There are a lot of hidden things. The situation was new. It was something that you hadn't experienced in quite a while. And there's an element here of sexual oppression as well with this past situation. So this somebody making an effort to get to know you. Maybe it seemed like this person was showing you empathy, support. So I do feel that you thought that this was something that was, for you, I feel has led to some emotional kind of connection. But as the advice here with this card of the Hierophant, it's about maintaining the traditions, morals, being someone who is an upstanding person, especially if this is in relation to a place, a situation, a situational. I get it, possibly a workplace with this moon, something in the workplace that's been concealed, an institution of some kind, and the need to uphold standards. It's very, very important. It seems like this place is somewhere where you need to be seen a certain way and not to be... There are a lot of rules. That's what I pick up. There are a lot of rules around this place where you are. So hiding this in this place where you should be following the rules, it's a difficult set of circumstances. Now around you have the World in reverse, which is a lack of completion, some kind of unfinished business. It seems like you have some unfinished business with this Knight of Cups energy. Let's see what your hopes and fears are. You have the Nine of Wands in the upright. It's all about stamina. It's all about perseverance. I mean, you really feel like if you hang in there, you can pull this off. The outcome for you is the Empress. Okay. So you see this as the chance to feel good again. I get beauty. I get, for you, I feel here, Gemini, this is all about you feeling beautiful again. I mean, when you think of this dragon literally shines. It's luminous, it's sparkling. Her beauty is the kind that inspires and that shines on others. And simply by invoking this energy, we feel more beautiful ourselves and more beautiful as ourselves. So this is especially helpful to those who have suffered any kind of oppression in the past. She writes the karmic wrong brought about by aggression or any denial or suggestion that individuals do not have the right to choose regarding their bodies, their sensuality and their love. So it's interesting. I feel that you're looking to be seen a certain way as a more, can I say this, more of a sexual being. I get it as some oppression about that in the past, but the advice for you is to follow the traditional road. So let's get some clarifiers here, Gemini. Interesting. It seems like you want to experience some kind of, well, I have to say, it seems to be an awakening of some kind. Let's see where this goes. I'll do a couple more shuffles here for you, Gemini, and we'll get some clarifiers on that Empress. But I do feel that that's how you want to be seen. You want to be seen as beautiful. It may be that this 10 of Cups in the past, that long-term relationship, you didn't feel beautiful, you didn't feel looked at in a certain way. So, you know, it's like a reawakening, like a sexual reawakening. So let's take a look. We'll have a look at that Empress. We'll cut these cards, start to clarify. The first card that we have is the Lovers. Yeah, and that's your card, Gemini. It's a card of a decision, a choice, an ultimatum. Let's get another card. We also have the King of Cups in reverse. May involve someone who is married. It could also be someone who's looking for attention as well. I don't feel that that's you, Gemini. I feel it's the person that you are interested in. Could be a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But I feel it's more about their energy. And it seems to be the type of person here who is maybe some emotional immaturity around this individual. And I feel that there's also someone here who likes attention, validation, quite someone who likes to be admired as well. And we also have the 9 of Swords in reverse. So a lot of anxiety around this. So it seems to me that you're giving this person a choice, an ultimatum, if you will, to make a choice. And there's some anxiety involved around this. You're feeling very anxious and fearful about whether or not this person will come towards you, because I feel that with this Knight of Cups in reverse, there's some kind of hot and cold kind of energy. It's someone who may come in like a love bombing type of situation, where they come in all guns blazing and very excitable and romantic and all of that, and give you lots of attention and sympathy and support, everything that you would like in a man, it seems. But then they turn around and they can't back it up with an actual offer. I get it as something that is unfinished. And I feel it's involving a situation in a place where you have to follow a set of rules, standards, a moral situation, a moral dilemma, if you will. And the Lovers often speaks of a moral choice, choosing the right path or being tempted. Seems like you are laying an ultimatum down, possibly with this person or they, you, and it's causing a lot of worry. The thing that I get around this is that it's something that you are hoping that will improve your situation, but I actually get around this, there's a real chance that it may actually make you feel worse. That's what I feel with this Nine of Swords in reverse. It often means an exacerbation of anxieties that you already have. So I would say this one's a caution, Gemini, to be careful, to be sure, because I feel like there's things here that you don't know. And this Seven of Cups in reverse tells me that a lot of this has been delusion. On your part, again, it may be you, it may be someone around you as well. It won't resonate with all of you Geminis. But there is someone around you that has shown you some interest, but again, I don't feel it's a real offer. You've thought it was, though, I feel. And with that Nine of Wands as your hopes, it seems to me like you feel like you've been through a lot in your life and you're looking for things to get better, and you feel like if you just hang in there, if you persevere, if you try, you'll be able to succeed. But the world in reverse tells me that there's a lack of completion here. Let's get a gateway oracle for this reading. Yeah, I feel like this, I'm speaking to someone here who's been in a long-term relationship. Someone's shown you interest, and you've gotten the idea that this is an awakening for you. You're starting to feel pretty beautiful again, attention, and I feel like you are hoping that it's very much a temptation. I get it as temptation, a moral dilemma, a choice for you and for this other person, I feel. But the advice is to do the traditional thing, to follow the rules and standards, and not to be unethical. Okay, let's get a gateway card. What is the message here for Gemini, please? Okay, I don't feel that was it. Let's start again. What is the message for Gemini? Okay. Standing firm. Well, I do feel that for you are standing firm with this Nine of Wands. It seems to me that you feel that this is something that you can achieve, although it hasn't been, I don't feel like you've sealed the deal, this world in reverse. But you are standing strong. You feel like you're being brave and courageous here. You're trusting that you can achieve this goal. And it's all to do with, I believe, I'm picking it up as some kind of awakening after being in a long-term relationship, one in which you feel like you haven't received emotional fulfillment. So this person around you, this showing you kindness, I have it as empathy. That seems to be kind of an in and out kind of thing, something that's there one minute and not there the next. So it's kind of a difficult thing for you, Gemini, because I feel that this is something that you're hoping really works out, but I get it as you're doing this because you want to feel beautiful, but it's someone, I think, who is just has been seeking attention, and it's likely to exacerbate some anxiety or fears or stress that are already present. This choice, this moral dilemma. It's going to be up to you, Gemini, of course, if you want to go down this road or not. It could be you making this offer to someone else. It could be someone else making an offer to you. But in any event, it's a choice between taking the higher road, acting for your higher self, especially with that Hierophant, which is a very spiritual kind of energy, which speaks often about the higher self. And I feel it's to do, I get an energy here of concealment in a place where you have to follow rules and standards. That's why I feel that this may be a workplace situation. And Gemini, the thing is, I have this Lover's card here, some kind of ultimatum. But you're standing firm. So I'm going to leave it there and wish you all the best with this. If you're listening to the podcast and you're interested in watching me lay out the cards, I have my channel here on YouTube, Gypsy Insights by Michelle. So I hope that you join and subscribe to my channel to watch the video portion of my readings. If you would like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. Bye for now, Gemini.